welcome to another... Well, you weren't ready then, were you? I don't care, we're doing it. Hello, and welcome to another fun-packed episode. I'm surprised you're still walking after all the miles you ran the other day.
Oh, do you know what? It was 13 miles and 13 miles too many, but I did do it for a great cause, prevent breast cancer. We raised lots and lots of money, so thank you if you have donated. So I did it. Here you go, everybody. This is the medal, and I am absolutely shattered, but it was so worth it. Everybody here has done absolutely amazing. The atmosphere was fantastic. Everybody who came out and cheered in the rain, and to everybody who donated for Prevent Breast Cancer, this is for you and everybody out there who knows somebody suffering from breast cancer. Thank you so much. Right, I have to get some Prosecco. Mwah.
You know, sometimes my little on-screen wife, you do amaze me. Everybody in the studio, a big round of applause, please, for running so well. Well done. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
And the exercise, literally, as I don't know what I'm doing that with my nose, but the exercise literally doesn't stop, does it? Because we did a little bit of something special, didn't we?
We did, and you know what? It really did get me out of breath when we did this.
So straight off the back of the heels of Strictly, I needed to see how easy it was to learn to ballroom dance.
Yeah.
So we hired a teacher of salsa, and well, this is how it went. Well, here we are, everybody. Yes, we have been following in the footsteps of Strictly by learning a little bit of dancing. Are you excited?
I am so excited. Keep dancing.
Oh, you're fine.
I'm ready.
So, let's do a few steps without music, and then we do music, and then we go from there.
Okay.
Basically. So, you're going to have your feet about hip-width apart.
Yeah.
So, not too wide, not too close. Keep them parallel. Don't turn them out, don't turn them in.
Okay.
And then you have forward and close. Back on the right. Back and close.
You need an L on your foot and an R.
Right and close. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, close. Left, 2, back. Right, 2, back. 1, 2, 3. Back with basic. Left with forward.
Whatever. Come on, Shel, get it together.
Once more.
I'm blonde.
See who's better dancer.
She's the greatest dancer.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, back. Back. Ready? Now you're going to lift your right hand. Left.
Oh no, I can't do hands on legs.
Right. Left forward. Back to basic. 2, 3. Spin. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. Okay. This was the warm-up. Any questions so far?
That was a warm-up.
I am
Jesus. But we feel like we've had a complete warm-up.
We've
We're
had a
fired
warm-up.
up.
How long have you been dancing for?
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, when I started, I was a teenager, so it must have been... I started when I was about 11.
Wow.
So last year.
Have you done any of the competitions around Blackpool, you know, all the big dance contests?
I did a few competitions, some in Blackpool, some around England, joined a few leagues.
But obviously, we learnt a few steps there, and with a good teacher, and
thank you.
you know, you can pick it up, can't
Yes.
you? And I've really had some good fun.
I've had good fun as well.
I'm
that's not
shattered.
like-
Your feet were superb, you were in rhythm, you were following. Every now and then there's no more to make mistakes, but hey, you've enjoyed it, you smiled, you did it to music, you followed the leader, so what more do you need? More practice. Practice makes perfect.
No, I love
We'll
it.
have a girl group by the end of the week, won't we? Hello, we will.
It's good.
You're doing quite well. Just a little bit more
Concerned over me?
practice with you. I would say you're a little bit nervous.
Oh, I am very nervous. I'm not a very good dancer, unless
You are a good dancer.
You are, just gotta let go.
I am a good dancer.
You are a good dancer.
Because I had a wine earlier.
I've not had a wine, you've had alcohol. I should have had a rum.
Let it go.
These might fall out and then I'd really let it go, I tell you.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, it's been a pleasure.
Where can people find you if they want to be taught by you?
Yeah.
If they Google Salsa Freedom Manchester, they should be able to find us. So it's Salsa Freedom Manchester.
Brilliant. We will be back for more.
We will be back.
Thank you.
So here we are now, everybody, with our Titters. Our Titters is here in your lovely new... Well, it's nearly there, isn't it?
It's there, yeah. We've got our stained glass window.
Stained glass window.
We've got bricks on the wall.
Bricks on the wall.
New artwork for
New
them.
artwork, and we've got more coming in the
Swap.
next couple of weeks as well from our
Swap.
CJ Taylor, which is where we got our artwork from. If anyone wants to buy it, make sure you contact cjtaylor.com. Yes.
What has Colin got for us this week? Because I do like this spot.
Yeah, well, what I was looking at is how sport can help people with mental health problems and how it can improve the quality of someone's health. And there's been a recent report in the last week, and I'll read it verbatim. Swimming helps 1.4 million people with their mental health, and it's the YouGov poll that's released the figures this week. In addition, 500,000 British adults with mental health problems who have never swum before said that this has reduced their number of visits for medical professions, and more than 497,000 have actually reduced or no longer take medication for their mental health as a result of swimming.
Isn't it amazing that something as simple as that can help?
Well, yeah, I mean, but if you consider, I mean, you're a swimmer, yeah?
Yeah.
Swimmer?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love it. And
I love swimming.
Just go in there and you don't have to be Olympic standard swimmer. You get there and you can switch off.
Yeah.
Do you think that's what it is? The fact that you
I
can
think
switch off?
You switch off from the rest of the day. You've made the point of, right, this is a cut-off, this is my time.
Yes.
And you get in there and you get in the pool and you can just escape.
Do you know
from the trial.
what it is as well? If you think about exercise, you can't exercise carrying a mobile phone, can you? And I think today in this society we are so trapped with this world of social media that you can't take your phone in a swimming pool and swim with it. You can't go running with it. Maybe you can listen to something going on, but your mind is so much freer. And also exercise is well known to release endorphins, which are those kind of things that make you feel happy. So it's taken a while for us to crack onto this, but I think this is great. And if people can do more exercise and not have to take medication, fantastic.
Then that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's me time and it takes you to a different world. And do you know what? At the end of the run, at the end of the swim, then your mind is clear to kind of move on, hopefully.
Yeah.
So it's all good.
And everything, it improves your health, and a tidy mind is a healthier life, really, isn't it?
I like it.
Yeah.
It's simple things, isn't it, in life?
Totally.
All this technology going on, and people should just take a bit of time out for themselves, and they'd probably possibly feel a little bit better about themselves.
Well, I have to say, very old school, and I know you are as well, Colin.
Very old school.
But we loved it. We loved Sport Corner and that. So bring us more of that. What can we look forward to next week?
I think we'll have to try some kind of extreme sport, because that was what was originally down, but with it being World Mental Health Day, I thought we'd change the subject.
Yeah.
So I'll find some kind of extreme sport for next week. But after we finish tonight, I've got me cosy and me towel in the bag, and I'm going to go swimming.
Were those your gold lame kind of shorts that were in the corridor?
Oh, take off. There's my tea. There's my tea. I'll tell you what else there is. We've got a guest over there that we need to go and speak to.
Okay.
So we'll go and speak to him. You do your bit. Go on, say it.
Ta-ta, Titters.
Come on, off we go. Here we go.
I'm doing it. I'm really doing it. Still doing it. The soundtrack of our lives. Celebrating 20 years of Queer as Folk. The soundtrack that changed a generation.
Well, now on the sofa is an absolute legend.
Yes, camp, flamboyant, but gritty are just a few words used to describe this larger-than-life character.
Yes, please give a very warm welcome to Jonathan Mayer.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, I'm very well, thank you. It's lovely to be here in your gorgeous studio. It's gorgeous.
It's all right, isn't it? It's okay.
A little bit of butter, a little bit of art.
It's
Lovely.
very nice. Tell us where you started, first of all.
Where I started,
I want to know the whole
Warrington. I was
story.
born in Warrington. It was very upsetting. That's not what you meant, is it? You meant where did I start doing so I'm not helpful.
I won't use that question.
Do you know what? I'll tell you what happened. Basically, I wanted to be an opera singer. That's the truth.
Did you?
But I wasn't good enough, basically, and so I gave up on that. I was working at the council and joined the gay rugby team when it started, the Village Spartans, and I started doing a pub quiz at the Bull's Head, and they all came along to that. And the pub quiz became sort of me talking with questions in the middle. And one of the people there was a stand-up comic who said, you should do stand-up comedy. And I went, I can't swear on this, can I? I said. And because I didn't know anything about stand-up comedy. I didn't. My family, my father's a vicar. We had like Joyce Grenfell and Hinge and Brackett in the house.
A vicar?
Wow.
Yeah, honestly.
A real life vicar?
A real life actual vicar. I'm not kidding.
Wow.
And so I had no idea about stand-up comedy. It's something that just passed me by.
Yeah.
And so, but the rugby team overheard him. When he was going, you should do stand-up comedy. So they booked me a place at a thing called Pink Purse at the Contact Theatre, which is a community lesbian, gay, bisexual and trans community performance space. And I did 10 minutes and just went, this is brilliant, I'm not giving this up. And that's how it just started from there, yeah.
And how
2002.
did it go down with the audience then? Obviously, was it a hit?
Yeah, well, yes, it was actually. I can still use some of the material from that 10 minutes today. Not all of it, some of it's awful, but I wrote a bit about, because it was quite a middle-aged lesbian audience. They popped at Hebden Bridge, must have been a ghost town, and so I'd done this whole bit about women, you know, which was positive about women, and they just loved all of that, and that I can still use. Yes, talk about having clitoris envy.
What, sorry?
Clitoris envy.
I don't know what one of them is.
Shell? It's 8,000 nerve endings just for pleasure, dear.
Is
And
it?
an orgasm you can measure on the Richter scale that goes on for about 5.5 hours. Seriously, I'm black and gay and adopted. I should get a consolation clitoris.
You're doing a lovely show at Randall and Oban.
Oh, Randall and Oban, the wonderful restaurant down on Bridge Street.
A restaurant
Yes, it's a
and everything. How
restaurant.
do you cope?
Well, it was a butcher's. I'm loving it. It was originally a butcher's. They did marvellous meat, so you'd fit right in, honestly. And now they opened a restaurant in Soho, right in the gay bit, and this wonderful fish restaurant they've got meat as well, but it's a lot of caviar and lobsters, proper
Very
kind of fish.
nice.
Lobster.
And they opened that restaurant, and then they had a drag queen coming in and doing stuff for them. They had lots of gay people, obviously LGBT people, wandering in and eating. And so they wanted, when they came here, they've been here for about a year. They wanted to reach out to LGBT community, and so one of the ways they started pursuing it is they said, right, let's get some twitting address in to mince about and annoy the customers, and that's essentially what they've done. And that'll be our first event, which is the 26th of October, Randall and Oban, RANDA. Let's not do that. Randall and Oban on Bridge Street. It's 0161. Oh, I've memorised it. I can't remember. I was
Going
doing
so
so well.
well.
I'm sorry, I had a lot of ketamine in the 90s. Do you know what I mean? 0161 711 007. We're not taking ketamine, but we are taking bookings, if you'd like to ring in. 0161 7111 007.
Have you got anything else you want to ask? Or
Do
are we
you know
going
what?
for that lie down?
I want to go for a drink with you both because, you know.
I'm worn out.
You're a bit worn out. Have a little sip of
I
that.
was, but it's empty.
Oh, it's empty.
Nevertheless,
Buddha will
No,
calm you.
thank you so much for coming
You're
to see
welcome.
us. Please come back again.
I would love
because
to.
we've had so
I would
much
love to
fun.
come back again. This is loads of fun. Let's do this again.
Let's do it
I'll have to
again.
find an excuse. I'll be doing more events at Randall and Oban on Bridge Street, 01617 111 007. I'll be doing more gigs there, though. They'll be doing like events, hopefully like Christmas and Valentine's Day and all kinds of things. So come see me there.
And we never know what you're going to dress up next time.
Well, I'm hoping to get a big lobster outfit made, but glamorous, you know.
Wow.
That's how I see myself, as very much shellfish.
I don't see you as shellfish.
Shellfish.
I think you're quite giving.
Well,
I think you'll have to claw that one together.
No, nice.
Thank
Well, that
you.
was nice. I like that.
I've waited the whole interview to do
claw
that.
that
everybody.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's professional. That is.
It
A
is,
joke on
isn't
the
it?
spot. That actually is.
I'm like Michael Parkinson now.
Well, in some way, although with a bit of Reba McEntire.
Look at the time, everybody. A round of applause, please, Mr.
Thank you
Jonathan
very much.
Mayer.
Thank you. I am marvellous. Thank you very much.